Shalom.
Shalom, brothers.
Okay. You know we're the Hebrew Israelites. Come out every week in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
To teach this word. Okay. We'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You know, praises unto Yahweh Shai. You know, the author, the finisher of our faith. Double honors unto the elders, a great millstone.
That's right.
Men whom the Lord have set up to teach the young men the right way. Honors to, you know, all the brothers out there, fellow laborers, man, in this thing, man. In sincerity, man.
That's right.
Okay. We're gonna start off with Luke the 12th chapter. And 1. In the meantime, when they were gathered together an innumerable multitude of people, insomuch that they trod one upon another, he began to say unto his disciples first of all, beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. Now you know who the Spirit's got coming to mind now. Nate and his boys. The Lord said, beware the leaven. Now Paul turned around and told you that the leaven of the whole lump.
A little leaven.
Huh? A little, yeah, the little leaven. Any amount of leaven, but even a little leaven. Leaven of the whole lump. Yeah? So you gotta purge out the leaven. You gotta remove the leaven from in your doctrine, man. Now we here at GMS, we deal with the gospel, we deal with the truth, 100%. Now anything that's wrong, that's been proven to be wrong, we're gonna purge it out. And if we see anyone else teaching that, through the Spirit and the power of the Most High, and through defending the gospel, we gotta destroy it. The scriptures speak about breaking down strongholds, casting down imaginations, man. Alright? Nate and these guys claim to be prophets of the Lord, but they don't know what God or what name they're coming in. They claim to keep the law, but the law says you're not supposed to take the name of Yahweh in vain. But he's doing that. So the dude's a hypocrite, he's an actor. He's saying we're supposed to go out there and feed the homeless and all this. Well, you're a hypocrite, because there's still homeless people in America. You're a fucking hypocrite, man. If that's the case, then you shouldn't have no money in your bank account. Your bank account should be permanently in overdraft. You should be taking that money and going out and finding the nearest fucking miscreant on the street and buying him a motherfucking Happy Meal or some shit. So you guys are hypocrites, man. You're actors. You want to sound righteous. You want to look like you're righteous. Our job ain't out here to feed the fucking homeless and shit. Our job is to give man the truth, because giving man the food ain't gonna get him nowhere. Man shall not live by bread alone. Now, when James was taught, let's get the scripture in James, man, because you pulled that scripture out because, yeah, you're supposed to help a brother that's in need. Emphasis on a brother, man, not no fucking crackhead demon, man.
Feeding the poor, man, it doesn't accomplish anything, man. That person's still gonna be hungered, man. You know, because once that bread or whatever is run out, they're gonna go hungry again, man. Because
hold on, when the disciples had them tables, who was coming to them tables? When they had the commune that they had, the commonwealth that they had, you know, a bit communistic, you could say, when they put all their money together and, you know, I shouldn't really mix it up with communism. Communism is the brainchild of them so-called Jews, but that's the closest thing you could kind of, you know, they shared everything. So no one person owned anything, you know what I'm saying? Now, who are they serving at the tables, man? Believers, man, those who were of the flock. They weren't serving every motherfucker in Judea that needed a piece of bread. Now, 14. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he have faith and have not works? Can faith save him? Okay. Now, so he gonna use that to say, oh, you guys are faith-based Israel. Listen, man, we never said that you're only gonna be saved by faith, but faith is the most important thing. But you gotta mix faith with works. But your works are not gonna be perfected, but your faith is gonna be perfected. We can only be perfected in faith, our belief. There's no way we can be perfected in works, man. There's no way. Works cannot perfect you, man. You can never be justified by works, man. Because your works ain't perfect, man. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food. Let me read that again. If a brother or a sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and not one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding you give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit? Even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. So he wasn't talking about some fucking miscreant walking around on the street. He was talking about a brother or a sister in this truth. Yeah, you see one of your brothers and he's struggling for a meal, you gonna help him out if you can. No one ain't never said you ain't supposed to. Dude, I ain't talking about opening up no motherfucking soup kitchen, man, and feeding the dregs of society, man. That is not in the scriptures, man. The disciple, when the Lord said, Peter, do you love me? Peter said, yes, Lord. He said, feed my sheep. When he said that, he didn't mean open up a motherfucking Starbucks, man. Or some fucking franchise, chicken and pancakes, man. Alright? He meant what Peter did do was go out there and teach the word, man. Fucking clown. When do we open up no damn soup kitchen, man? Feed the sheep. Oh, okay. The Lord said, you ain't supposed to go after the meat.
But even so, the Lord said feed the sheep.
Yeah, who's the
and
sheep?
Sheep, those who hear my voice.
That's it.
That's not everybody. You know what I mean? In any case, like.
The man are going after that nasty. Listen, man. The most important thing is this truth, this word. If a guy don't want to hear this word, I don't care what his excuse is, man. They ain't for him. That's why the Most High's got him living on the fucking street. Okay? Because the Lord don't want that nigga, man. That nigga probably was there when telling them to crucify the Lord or killing the prophets and the disciples, man. Lord don't want that nigga. That's why that nigga down and out, man. If he's of the elect, he gonna hear this word and he's gonna come into this thing.
If I could say this quickly, you know, those same niggas that came and came and ate the bread and the fish and things like that and fucked off afterwards. At that day, the Lord was being crucified, man. They were in that crowd, man. Voting like to get him crucified, man.
The Lord said you only came because of the bread, and that's a nigga for you. Why do niggas go to weddings and shit? Niggas go to weddings and celebrations because there's going to be food there.
Man. Yeah.
Food and drink. That's evident, man. Hey, that's why I go to a wedding. I'm being real. Hey, I'm going to a wedding because I care so much about the damn pastor standing up there. No one cares about all that bullshit. They want to get some of that goat water, man. Real talk. They want to get some of that wine. Alright? Well, this truth ain't no thing to play with, man. Yeah, but Nate he's just a hypocrite. He's an actor. He wants to appear righteous as a white sepulchre. That's why they keep talking about fringes. Where's your fringes, brother? Nigga, where your frontlets? Nigga, you ain't keeping all the laws. Now, we got beards, because that's a law we can keep. We keep the dietary law to the best of our ability, man. But really, to keep the dietary law 100%, does that mean you and your congregation have got your own animals? That means you got an ancient seed bank, right? You don't know. Like I was saying, I have a conversation with a brother before. You could buy a tomato. It says organic motherfucker. Tomato's half eel, man. You leave it out long enough, that shit starts swimming, man. You don't know. So you can't keep the law 100%. You can only keep the law to the best of your ability, which is what we teach at GMS. But you see, you're trying to build a straw man argument because Who taught you that? Your little buddies at DHS. Your little buddies in the NSA taught you how to build straw man arguments to try and defeat your opponents. Because that's what the white men do. He builds straw men. If he knows what you're saying is the truth, he will build a version of you that isn't true and that's easily attackable and attack that. Hoping that no one goes and checks out what it is that you're actually saying. Case in point, you making it look like we're teaching the only thing that's gonna save you is faith. Or the only thing, you could do any madness, as long as you know the name Yahweh, you're gonna be saved. That's the way you guys are saying we're saying it. Mm-hmm. But if you watch us, we'll tell you straight. The name is important. You need the name to be saved. You gotta have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Then you need to try and keep the laws to the best of your ability. Job, but hold on, how do I know about Job? Was it Job 5:22? Sorry, Slacky, not Job. Sorry, Joshua. The book of Joshua 5:22, where it says, in the land of drawing waters, shall they rehearse the righteous acts? Well, I heard that from the elders of GMS. I didn't hear that from you, Nate. So if the elders of GMS are not teaching to keep the law to your best of ability, then how did I know about that scripture? So you're bullshitting, Nate. You're building up straw men to try and make us look bad. Oh, we're bums. Why are we bums? Why are we bums? Because you had one stupid demon came on the comment board talking about how the Lord had a golden girdle. What, you out your mind? That wasn't when he was on the earth, bro. And even if the Lord did have a golden girdle, he never said there was anything wrong with you not having a having one. But don't say it's something wrong if we don't have one, because I can't afford a golden girdle, okay? Do you know how much gold costs? Couldn't even afford a silver golden girdle, man.
But this is the thing. He may see like it's like our congregation, GMS, don't work at all. None of us work. None of us work apparently. But me and the brother here, man, we work. You know.
And we still ain't got nothing.
And we know other brothers that work too. You know, the elders work. I know the elders work. You know, but he's acting like no one in his congregation
is unemployed.
Exactly.
Well,
maybe they're not. Maybe they're not.
Working for the fucking NSA, innit?
Maybe they're not, man. But you know,
they're not unemployed. They're working for Obama, man.
Permanent employment.
Obama severed out men of continuing employment, man. Right? It says, "Beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy." Okay? For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. That's why all you guys are getting exposed for who you are. For being a bunch of sellout demons. Okay? Because 14th Street is like, you got exposed for not going out on the street. And you got exposed for teaching that Cornelius is an Edomite. All you different false prophets. But you know what? I didn't really even want to get into you false prophets. The point I want to make is, you got the whole world here. Esau, he's the devil, okay? Let's get that one thing straight. The so-called white man ain't nothing but the devil that the Bible speaks of. And when I say the devil, I don't mean some fucking mythical creature in a fucking End of Days or some other bullshit Hollywood movie that you people have seen. Okay, that's Hollywood. Okay, everything that's in a movie is not real. Some things on an artistic expression, depiction. It doesn't mean it's real like that. Okay, the devil does not roll around with horns and a fucking tail. Okay, the word devil comes from diablos, which means liar or deceiver or slanderer. The white man is the devil because he's a liar. He lies. He's good at telling lies. He knows how to mix lies with truth. He's the ultimate witch. Because ultimately witchcraft is the art of lying, man.
Deception.
The art of deception. And he's the ultimate. When it comes to deceiving people, look, just turn your TV on and you gonna know who's the ultimate demon at decepting people, at building up straw man arguments like Nate.
To the point where the world that you think you live in, man, is distorted, man.
Yeah, it's a false reality, man.
It's completely distorted, man.
To the point where
nothing is real, bro.
Nothing's real. And even when they come out with the truth, they hide it, they put it to the side, and it's there for you only if you look and seek it. They ain't gonna put the truth there. It's gonna be behind something. You gotta go and look for it. But a lot of you people ain't looking for the truth because the truth is not in you, man.
The white man also teaches a thing called public opinion. right? That the majority is correct. So he might scatter bits of truth in dark crevices of the internet or in the library or wherever. But if you ever come across that, man, the majority you neglect it because there's a couple pieces of information that says contrary to the mainstream that the white man pushes, man. You know, that's how he distorts your world, man, because he's got you thinking on a different vibration, man, completely.
You're fools, basically. Yeah,
You're living in the fucking matrix, man.
Yeah,
that's
you're
it.
fools, man. Now, you got these. Whenever you see this word apocalypse, it comes with this fear and this dread.
Destruction.
Anything, it's the apocalypse. So I'm gonna look in the dictionary, see what that word apocalypse actually means. Because we don't fear the apocalypse. Nate, you fear the apocalypse. 14th Street Israelite, you fear the apocalypse. All liars, all devils fear the apocalypse. That's how we know this whole world is under the vibration of the devil. Because all these people out here, they fear the apocalypse. We here at GMS, the men of the law, we embrace the apocalypse. We're a part of it. We're tools of the apocalypse, man. We're vessels of the apocalypse, man. Alright? Let's get the dictionary app out.
See, the white man would have you believe, you know, he associates the apocalypse with destruction. Okay, that's why, you know, you're saying in these movies, in his cartoons,
in a way
X-Men,
he's right, because the apocalypse is the destruction of his lies.
That's right.
And once his lies are destroyed, that's the only thing that's protecting the so-called white man. His lies. The only thing that's protecting him is that the whole world don't know that he's the devil. Okay? He's a paper tiger. He's got the whole world believing he's this big bad boy. That's all the lies and deception. That's protecting him from getting his ass whooped, getting chopped up. Okay? So in that way, yeah, maybe it does mean destruction, but ultimately it really means the destruction of lies. Like the brother said. Right?
So you got one of the X-Men characters, Apocalypse, right? And I think he's supposed to bring destruction to the earth or some shit.
Yeah.
And that's why they call him Apocalypse.
Well, let's read it. Apocalypse. Now the first thing they have there is Revelation. And they say see definition 4, so we'll get down there. Then they got number 2, any of a class of Jewish or Christian writings that appeared from about 200 BC to AD 350 and were assumed to make revelations of the ultimate divine purpose. So again, in that sense, it means something being revealed. A prophetic revelation, especially concerning a cataclysm in which the forces of good permanently triumph over the forces of evil. Which the forces of evil is the devil, which is lies. Any revelation or prophecy. Because at the end of the day, what is prophecy? Truth. That's why the Bible is the word of truth. You read the Bible, when we come out here and we give you these prophecies, what are we giving you? Truth. It's not lie. The scripture says the Lord is not a man that he should lie. This is the word of the Most High that we're dealing with here. So it's truth. When you reveal a prophecy, you're revealing the truth. A false prophecy is false truth, which is what? Lies. Any universal or widespread destruction or disaster, the apocalypse of nuclear war. That's not accurate. Now, origin is from the Greek apocalypsis, meaning revelation. Equivalent to apocalypse, to uncover, reveal. Okay? Now, Yahushua, he prophesied the apocalypse, and he didn't speak about it as nothing bad, nothing to be terrified of. He said right here in Luke 12:2, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever you have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light. That's why all these things about the Illuminati is all coming out, because people are waiting for the apocalypse. The apocalypse began back in 1970, man. The apocalypse began with Abba Bivens, man, bringing out the truth. Then you had, at the same time, the Lord started raising up even devils, even Edomites, to blow the whistle on these devils. Like G. Edward Griffin, He exposed the Federal, I believe he's the one that exposed the Federal Reserve. And you got all these different men that have arose in these last times exposing these different aspects of the so-called white man's kingdom. And you got proponents of that like Alex Jones. See, he's a fucking idiot. Alex Jones is trying to save, he's on a mission to save America. But he claims to believe in the Bible. But according to the Bible, America is not going to be saved, no matter which way you look at it. Because America is not the kingdom of heaven. He believes in the American way. Okay?
My brother said, man, he's an idiot, man, a useful idiot.
He's a useful idiot. But guess what? He's a useful idiot for the Most High. Because whether he knows it or not, he's helping the destruction of America. He's revealing all these things like the CPS being a bunch of child molesting demons, vaccine, the healthcare system's all fucked up, the politicians are all corrupt. He's revealing all that thinking he's gonna help America. No, you're helping to destroy America, because that's all America had. All America had was that veil.
Yeah, they're built up on lies, man.
They're all them lies. That's
You're
what
taking
America
the lie
was.
bricks out of the foundation, man.
You taking away them pillars of lies that America was built on. What do you think America's going to stand on now? It's got nothing to stand on. It's going to go down into destruction. Now it's ready for destruction. So the Lord had to reveal the wickedness of America so that when the judgment comes down, there could be no doubt that it is justified in the eyes of the Most High. And that which ye have spoken in the air in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. Now all these elites, their quotes, which they never thought was gonna get out there like that, you can watch a YouTube video of all their quotes, exposing them. Okay? It's all coming out. How are the secret things of Esau being revealed? The Most High even used Esau to expose Esau. It is written in Psalms 64th chapter that their tongue shall fall upon themselves, man. So that's the apocalypse has already begun. The truth about who the Israelites are, that's part of the apocalypse. We in the apocalypse. We at the end of the apocalypse right now. This truth has been out there for a minute now. We ain't at the beginning of this thing, we're at the end. But 14th Street Israelite, he ain't gonna understand that because he wouldn't even know what the apocalypse is. He's a dummy. And if he did, he wouldn't see fit to be a vessel of the apocalypse. Because 14th Street Israelite, you phonies, you're not vessels of the apocalypse. You might bring out some truth here and there, but you're not really the true vessels of the Most High, because we will give you the full truth. We ain't gonna give you no leaven. It's getting hot. I might have to stop coming to camp because it's getting too hot out here, right? Before it shit, you're a demon, man. Right? Right, that was the point on that. Isaiah 25:7. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Because the so-called white man, the scripture told you in Revelations, what does it tell you? Let's get it. Right. This is Revelation 20:7. It says, and when the 1,000 years are expired. Now that 1,000 years is not talking about the 1,000 years that they shall reign with Christ, man. You have to get proper understanding. That 1,000 years is talking about the 1,000-year period in which the so-called white man was basically bound up. He was in a bottomless pit. It's metaphorical, man. It doesn't mean that first of all, there's no such thing as a bottomless pit, man. We live in the realm of reality, okay? There's no such thing as a bottomless pit on earth, right? You know, there's no, I know you watch 300 and you see Leonidas kick that guy down in that pit, you know? See, they know about the no, there's no such thing as the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit is metaphorical. Right? It's like they say you're up a creek without a paddle. What it means is it's a position where you can't get out of. No matter what you do, if someone throws you in a bottomless pit, you're not going to be able to get out of that bottomless pit. That's what that means. The so-called white man was basically placed in a state, a condition, which is likened onto the bottomless pit. They were bound up in that Khazaria, that region of Georgia, Russia, and you had different tribes of Edomites that developed, and you had some were more developed than others, like the Khazarians. They had some resemblance of culture, of civilization. You know, these devils like to use that word, right? They had some resemblance of civilization because they actually had a king or some shit. But they were bound up. They really didn't have no effect on world affairs. No one didn't respect them. You had Jake in the Byzantine Empire. You had some Jake in the Moorish Empire, and Arabs. You had Jake over there in the east, and the Moabites and the Elamites, and everyone was basically in that time period, more or less, everyone was doing their own thing. And you had a lot of Israelite kingdoms, but they weren't going under the banner of being Israelites, because the Byzantine Empire was basically an Israelite kingdom. The Moorish Empire was basically an Israelite kingdom, but they were going under different banners. They weren't going under, okay, this is Israel, except for Moscow, because they called Moscow New Jerusalem. Because guess what? Moscow was founded by what? Israelites, man. That's why you're gonna have a lot of Israelites over there in Russia today. A lot of them Russians are Israelites, man. And they live fucked up in Russia, man. Russia ain't been no great country to be living in the last 500 years, man. Even though it's a great superpower, there's a lot of poverty and shit in Russia, man. You know? When you look into Russia, Russia ain't been no happy holiday place to be, man, for a lot of people.
It's cold and it's hard, man.
It's hard. It's a harsh land, right? But our people used to rule that, even up to the time of the Tsar.
That's why these Russians, they're more serious than you fucking average Edomites out here, man.
A lot of them are Jakes, right?
That's why Putin be doing all that judo and shit.
Yeah, but Putin probably an Edomite though.
No, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, but he has to.
Compared to these rest of these Edomites, these Edomites are soft. These Russians are hard.
Edomites are harder too because of the harsh land they live in, man. For real. For real. No, you know, when you in harsh conditions, it hardens you, man. You know, your body gets conditioned. You see them Russians going out and dipping themselves in fucking ice water, man.
Ice baths and shit.
Ice baths, man. Them things are cold. Right. So that's that 1,000 years. Like I said, that bottomless pit represents. If you read the history, they wasn't like how they are now. Now the white man is in everything. He's got his CIA, MI6 out there spying, Mossad. They got their fingers in everything, man. You can't do nothing without the Edomite being involved on this planet, man. You can't do a business deal without Edomite being involved. But in them 1,000 years, I mean, the Edomites didn't have nothing to say. They wasn't even looked at as being anything.
They were base creatures.
They were base creatures, man. The Arabs, who are you? Now them Arabs are bowing down and kissing the white man's ring. For the last, why? Because the Lord released them out of that state. So, the scripture says after that 1,000 years, Esau would be released, right? Satan, yeah, which that represents the so-called white man. That's another name for the so-called white man, Satan, the adversary. Okay? Because the spiritual demon Satan doesn't get bound anywhere. He's an angel and he's always working. The scriptures tell you, let me get more of the scripture. You guys got to start watching the movies, man.
Hollywood propaganda, man.
Watching Immortals, man. Yeah. Titans, that was Satan. He was bound. No, man, that's not according to the scriptures, man.
It's like I was saying earlier, man. The world that you live in, man, is a distorted version of reality, man. Yeah, it's not true. You got all these ideas and these perceptions of things, man, but none of them are true, man. No, they've been put into your mind, and that's how you think now.
Foolishness. This is the book of Sirach 16 and 27. He garnished his works forever. Well, let me start from 26 so you know that it's talking about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The works of the Lord are done in judgment from the beginning. And from the time he made them, he disposed the parts thereof. He garnished his works forever, and in his hand are the chief of them unto all generations. Who are the chief of them? Who's the chief? The chief ones are the angels in heaven. Okay? Which Satan is as one of those. The different demons, Asmodeus and all that, they're as one of them. There's order among the demons, just like there's order among the angels. You got the archangels and you got them archdemons, man. Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, he's the head of all the demons. Just like you have Michael, who's the head of all the angels. He said, he garnished his works forever, and in his hand are the chief of them unto all generations. They neither labor, nor are weary, nor cease from their works. So, that's how we know that Satan went bound for no 1,000 years. Because the scripture says, the angels, the sons of God, which include the demons, they never cease from their works. They don't labor, meaning an angel ain't gonna be like us, you know. We labor, we go do something, it's a labor for us. You know, whoever even to sit down is a labor, you know, you got to stand up is a labor. The angels don't feel that. Nothing is laborsome for them. It's just easy, simple, effortless. Usually is a good word. Neither do they get weary, meaning they don't get tired. Neither do they cease from their works. What's the works? The different jobs that the Most High has got them doing. They're always busy, man.
Yep.
Because everything you see going on out here is controlled by the angels, man. Even this demon going along here on his rollerblades, there's about 5-6 demons, could be more, following his ass. You know? And an angel there recording it too. There's always angels around. Right? Because for them 1,000 years, you can't tell. First of all, the Byzantine Empire, they were under demons, man. They were nothing but a bunch of demons. So you can't tell me Satan was weren't working then. He was doing some serious work back then. Satan ain't stopped working, man. There's always been demons wicked on the earth. So if there's wicked on the earth, you're damn right. Well, there was Edomites. So you're damn right, Satan, the demons were working out here. Okay?
Yeah, and there's nowhere in the scriptures, you know, where Satan had a quarrel with Most High, you know, and Most High banished him. There ain't none of that in the scriptures, man. That's all fairy tales, man. You know, cunningly devised fables, man. That's all that is.
That's all that is, man. So, that should clear up the 1,000 years. Satan is talking about the so-called white man. He's Satan, he's the adversary. He's our main adversary. He's our number one. He's a seed of the serpent, which the elders constantly go into that, about the seed of the serpent. The seed of the serpent represented itself as Cain and then got reincarnated again as Esau. Okay, and that's the seed of the serpent. That's the enemy. That's the evil one, the wicked one, the most profane. They're the ones who've been set up on this earth to be an adversary to the nation of Israel, the people of righteousness.
That's right.
Okay?
That's why it tells you that there should be enmity between thy seed and her seed, man.
Yep.
You know, that's what that conflict's about.
That's right. And that's evident today. That's evident today, man. Alright? And Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. Yeah, because he was in a prison for 1,000 years. Now, like I said, it's metaphorical, man. If you're in a place that you can't, a condition that you can't get out of, that's otherwise known as a prison. It doesn't have to literally be a place with bars. You got people stuck in a job that they can't get out of, man. That's a prison. You got people stuck in a marriage that they can't get out of, man. That's a prison, man. Alright? Esau was stuck. But then during the Renaissance, that's when Esau started getting renowned and started being involved in world affairs till you see him in the condition you see him in now. Walking around the earth with his suit and all that.
Proud
just
as hell.
Proud as hell, his tongue running, the scripture says tongue running through the earth, man. Motherfucker in China, everywhere, just chatting shit. Everyone's looking to the white man. Oh, what's he gonna say? What's he gonna do? Back in the Byzantine, no one didn't give a fuck what he had to say or do. And you know what? It's gonna go back to that. When our kingdom is set up, ain't nobody gonna be looking at nowadays. Anything happens, everyone's looking for the white man for some answers. Ain't no one gonna be only thing they're gonna look at the white man for is, hey, you, clean up that shit. I just did a shit, go clean it up. Yeah, that's what they're gonna be looking. You're gonna be like the dustbin man. You're gonna be go back to being the low base. Any base job that needs to be done, that's when people are gonna be looking for you. But you ain't gonna be doing a lot of talking in the kingdom. You Edomites who've done enough talking right now. You're a bunch of liars. We don't really want to hear what you got to say anyway. In the kingdom, I know me personally, my Edomite slaves ain't gonna be doing a lot of talking, even among themselves.
Imagine you cut that tongue, man.
You cut that tongue straight out, man, because you've done enough talking. You've opened up. Let me get a scripture real quick, man. You devils, man. We fucking hate you, man. You devils, man, we hate you, man. We say it straight, man. I fucking hate white people, man. You Edomites. I'm gonna clarify it even further. I hate Edomites. Because Edomites are filthy, disgusting creatures, man. And they're full of lies, man. And boast themselves, man, against my God and my people, man. Now this is Psalms 94 and 3. It says, Lord, how long shall the wicked... Now who's the wicked? The main wicked, the number one wicked, the wicked, the principal wicked is Satan, which is a so-called white man. How long shall the wicked triumph? Because right now the wicked, you know, they be rejoicing. Well, that rejoicing is diminishing. It's greatly diminished now because they're going downhill. The Edomites, the middle class of the so-called white man is being destroyed as we speak. Okay, the only Edomites that are really enjoying themselves now in the kingdom, it used to be the majority of them. Now it's just the elite. How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves? Okay, you devils spend most of your time boasting yourself against the Yahweh Sham Yahushai and the people of the Lord. So in the kingdom, you devils, like I said, you ain't gonna be there at no press. You know, devils like to call press conferences and all the fucking media is there, 1,000,001
discuss
cameras.
world matters and shit.
Yeah, well, you ain't gonna be involved, man. You devils ain't even gonna survive to have a court again. See, them other nations, they're gonna have courts again, but their courts are gonna be according to our rule. And the high court of the earth is gonna be the Israelite court. You know, like now, basically, who runs the world court? You got Nuremberg for war crimes and all that. The Hague. Who's running that? The so-called white man's running that.
Yeah.
That's why it's very difficult to get a so-called white man to go. Because Blair and Bush, they should be up on charges. But they ain't, because the so-called white man's running that shit. They had to do the heathens had to do their own separate one. Was it in Singapore? And they found man guilty, but they didn't have the power to do nothing. Okay? But after 1,000 years, and we set these other nations back up in their kingdoms, the high court of the earth is gonna be right where King David is, man.
Yep.
The highest matters, any Edomites are not gonna be in there. You're gonna be gone. Yeah, you're gonna be not exist. You're gonna be vaporized. Okay, you're gonna be like Casper the Friendly Ghost, man. Ain't no one can't see you. Okay, you devils gonna be gone. But the high court, because the scripture says the thrones of David was set up for judgment on earth. The high court ain't gonna be nothing. Even in all the lands, the high court's gonna have an Israelite there. They're gonna have their kings, but you're gonna have Israelite above them, man. So when you get to them weighty matters that they can't handle themselves, they're gonna have to check with Israel, man. Because the law is gonna go forth from Israel. Okay? Right now, the law is going forth from the so-called white man, the UN and all that. Amnesty International, it's all a bunch of devils, man. This is Isaiah 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. He will swallow up death in victory. Okay, that's talking about Yahweh Shai, swallowing up death. What's that mean? Sin. The Lord's going to do away with sin for who? For Israel. And the Lord God will wipe away tears from off all faces. Now, when it said all faces, it ain't talking about them other nations. It's talking about Israel. Okay? And the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth. For the Lord hath spoken it. Meaning, look man, right now, these other nations ain't got no respect. Because why? We disobeyed the Heavenly Father, so he's given us over into the hand of the heathen, and we don't have any might. And the heathen see that, so they take the piss. Well, you think in the kingdom of heaven, some fucking packie's gonna come up and disrespect? That ain't even gonna come into his mind, because he knows the minute he disrespects, there's gonna be instant repercussion from that, man. There's gonna be a reaction. They say every action has a reaction. There's gonna be a reaction, man. He's gonna get his teeth knocked straight out of his mouth, man. He gonna get squashed like you know that film Immortals when that God came down, man, with that hammer, it's like crushing skulls. That's what's gonna happen to you heathens, man. You're gonna get dealt with in the worst way for disrespecting. But right now we under that because we're under them curses, man. And we're not in our power. But we gonna come into our power, man. Now this is some good scripture. I might as well finish this. And it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our God. We have waited for him, and he will save us. Who's that talking about? Israel. This is the Lord. This is Yahweh. We have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. For in this mountain shall the hand of the Lord rest. What's the hand of the Lord? The power. The power of the Lord is going to rest where? With the nation of Israel. Beginning with Yahweh Shai. Coming down to David and his succession of sons. That's going to be after him, man. And that's going to sit on the throne of David, man. And that's where the power of the Lord is going to be forever. Right now, the power of the Lord through the spiritual demon Satan is with the white man. He got the power over the earth. But it's going to flip to in righteousness. The scripture says, judgment shall return unto righteousness, man. So righteous judgment is going to come back on the earth. Righteous judgment can only come from the nation of Israel, the throne of David. Okay? That's what's coming, man. Now these clowns in the churches, they're not teaching that. They're not teaching about the righteous kingdom of the nation of Israel and the thrones of David. They'll never mention the throne of David. Because they don't have a fucking clue what's going on. They're caught up in mythologies, man. See, we know the scriptures. That's why these guys are going into the Old Testament. The reason why we go into the so-called Old Testament, which by the way, the Old Testament can only be found between the Exodus 19 and 21. The Old Testament is about 3-4 chapters, man, where Moses lays down the law and we made an agreement with the Most High. We go into the law and the prophets, man. And the prophets were speaking about what's going to happen today and what's going to happen after today. And we understand it. The reason why you people can't go into that because you don't know about the prophecy. It's not been revealed unto you. The only scriptures you know pertaining to Yahweh Shai in the Old Testament is the ones the white man points out to you. But the white man will never go into Isaiah 63. He will never go into the Habakkuk, the 3rd chapter, where the Lord came with the powers in his horns and shit. Where he speaks about the chariots of his salvation. They will never go into all them scriptures. They will never go into Isaiah 6 and 15. And Moab shall be trodden down under him, even as straw is trodden down for the dunghill. And he shall spread forth his hands in the midst of them, as he that swimmeth spreadeth forth his hands to swim. And he shall bring down their pride together with the spoils of their hands. And the fortress of the high fort of thy walls shall he bring down, lay low, and bring to the ground, even to the dust. you other nations are gonna be crushed. That's it. That's it. You don't even know. But we're revealing it to you, man. In this apocalypse. Right? Now, part of that apocalypse, you devils are being exposed for being a bunch of pedophiles, man. And all your celebrities, your high-ranking people are nothing but a bunch of demons, witches, warlocks, demonic entities, man. And that's all being exposed, man. That is not just the celebrities like Simon Cowell and all that bunch of witches and warlocks. Your generals, the fucking politicians are nothing but a bunch of warlocks. And they hide behind charities and all this shit, but they're a bunch of demons. And you had this guy Jimmy Savile, which me and his brother, we exposed Jimmy Savile a long time ago.
Yep.
To the point where I even forgot. The brother had to remind me. Oh, yeah, I was like, oh shit, yeah, Jimmy Savile, yeah, we did a video on that motherfucker, man. So that knowledge about Jimmy Savile was already out there, but apparently the police, they couldn't find all that. But that information on Jimmy Savile being a fucking predator pedophile, and not only that, he wasn't just no normal pedophile. He was a pimp. He was a handler. He was handling children for other celebrities, just like Sandusky. Sandusky wasn't nothing. Not only was he a pedophile, but he was a handler. Just like that guy going into what happened with the Franklin report with Boys Town. With that nigga, he was nothing but a handler, and he was handing out those children to the different presidents and different executives and all that. And that's where the money's in. You want to know where the money's at? The money is in child sex.
Well, they show you that on what's that Liam Neeson film? Taken. You know, and he found his daughter being sold about to these Arabs and shit, man.
That's the money is in,
you know?
in child slavery and child sex and snuff films, providing children so that people could sacrifice them. That's where the money is, man. That's why CPS be taking all them children, putting them in them homes, drugging them up, right? And you could look it up. Look up the Franklin report. Look up Penn State, they call it Penn State. Pedophilia state. And what they do is they try and only burn a few people because they want to make it look like they've dealt with it, but a lot of people should have got burnt from that Sandusky thing, man. And that you would have found out that thing would have went all the way up to the top. Psalms 12:8. It says the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted, man. In this society, the vilest men are exalted. Elton John, straight up homo, exalted, given knighthoods. Jimmy Savile, he was given a green beret, man. You got military men out there who put in work, 6-7 tours, man, missing legs and shit, who ain't got a green beret. And this dude was a civilian, and he got a green beret plus knighthood, and he was best friends with Prince Charles. And then it came out that the Cray twins, they were also involved in providing children, man. Right, so let me get this article up about Jimmy Savile, man. See, it's coming out that you devils, man, you're a bunch of fucking phonies, man. And these English people love Jimmy Savile, man. They thought he was a fucking saint, man. Well, you know what, man? He got revealed. Just like you so-called white people are getting revealed every day for being the devil, man. And the whole world is starting to wake up to the fact that you so-called white people are a bunch of fucking devils, and the only thing you care about is money, and the only thing you do is steal and lie. You steal and you lie. That's what you're good at. That's how you built this society, man. You didn't build this society by working hard. You had the fucking that Olympics, and they did the whole portrayal of how Britain was built up, and they never showed how Britain was in a state of bankruptcy up until the slave trade. The slave trade saved Britain, man. all these different port cities, they were built up. Liverpool, Newcastle, what's some more port cities? Is Plymouth? Portsmouth, right? London. What other one is there? I'm trying to remember some more of them, but all those port cities were nothing. Those cities were nothing until the slave trade. Then all the shipbuilding industry came up, the trading and all that from the slave. So England was built up by what? The slave trade, man. By atrocities, man. By selling opium to the Chinese, man. By drug dealing. Oh, you don't remember that, no? You don't remember the Chinese opium wars where the so-called white man flooded China with opium as a means to destroy them? And he's still doing that to this day. That's why he's trying to flood Russia with opium right now. From Afghanistan. To try and destroy the Russians. Hell, they even flooding opium into their own country, man. Bunch of fucking drug dealers, man. And they're getting exposed all the time. This bank, that bank, Wachovia, Goldman Sachs. Getting exposed for dealing in the drugs. But here it is, he wants the whole world to think it's the blacks and Hispanics dealing the drugs. We're the drug dealers, we're the problem. No, you fucking white people are the problem. You the damn devils. You the ones going over there killing people for diamonds and oil and all kind of madness. You're the one causing all the world poverty, man. There's enough technology on this planet that no one on this planet should even have to work. They've done studies where everyone should really only work 2 days a week, because you got enough technology now that farming is a simple thing. With the technologies they got now, with the technology they have to produce, the technology they have with irrigation, they can irrigate areas where it don't rain and produce crops. The fuel efficiency of the different electric generation at the coal power plants and all that. There's enough resources around the world that really you can use this modern day technology, and everyone really would only have to work 2 days a week and still earn enough and have everything. But this white man's the devil. He doesn't want everyone to have everything. He goes around like he's trying to make the world some utopia for everyone. The only person he wants it to be a utopia for is himself. The elites, they want to live good. They want everyone else to be fucked up, poisoned. They put aspartame in fruit shoot and marketed fruit shoot for children, man. Knowing that aspartame fucking gives you brain damage, man. You gonna tell me this white man ain't the damn devil? But the whole world's waking up. That's why now when they try and push them vaccines over there in India, the people riot. They don't want it. Because the people are waking up to the fact that you devils, man, anytime you come, you give them anything, people start dropping dead. They're waking up to the fact that the world ain't becoming a better place. People are not becoming more healthy. Here it is, you got all these advancements in health and science that we're supposed to have from the white man, but everyone's more sick, everyone's dropping dead more than any other time on the face of the planet Earth. How is this possible? You got people living to 60 now, and they got, man,
they're messed up, man.
If you're 60 years old, you're messed up, man. You need a new heart, new lung, new hip, new nose. You got my great grandmother lived till she was at nearly 100, man, and she was all right. She didn't need no new hip. I mean, she wasn't running around and doing backflips, but she ain't as bad as some of these 60-year-olds you get nowadays. 50-year-olds. Hell, you got children out of 15 fucked up. Under the so-called white man's rulership, this earth has become defiled. The people have been defiled. The way of life is nothing but death. That's the number one thing on this earth right now, death. Right, this is the Jimmy Savile. It says there, celebrity arrest, this from the Mirror, could soar after horrified police discover Jimmy Savile's secret lair at the record shop. And you know what's gonna happen? MI5, MI6 are gonna come in and they're gonna tell them what they can release and what they can't release. Who they can arrest and who they can't arrest. Someone's gonna get fed to the beast. Like some lower level guy that they got information on that he ain't gonna be able to talk, so they're gonna feed him to the beast. Stunned officers chipped away plaster at a record shop wall and unveiled a hidden list of names thought to belong to young victims of Jimmy Savile. The vile register, the vilest, which contained the names, ages, and disgusting ratings system seemingly used. So this man even had a rating system. Why? Because that wasn't just for himself. He was a pimp. Like, you know, you got a bunch of hoes, you might make a rating system for your hoes, for your customers. Man, we get worked up about this stuff, man. And a disgusting rating system seemingly used to mark their sexual performance was scrolled on a secret wall buried behind layers of wallpaper and plaster. The source revealed, Apocalypse, the wall looked like something straight out of a horror movie. Because you fucking white people are something straight out of a horror movie, man. You people want to watch horror movies, just look around you. It's a horror movie out here, man. The shit that's going on. That this devil's doing on the earth. It's a shocking discovery. The list of girls and young women is thought to identify hundreds of potential new victims abused at the hands of the BBC DJ, and it raised fears Savile was at the center of a celebrity paedophile ring. What we've been telling you all this time. What we've been telling you all this time, man. The scripture says these are the ungodly who prosper in the world, man. That's why the society has to go down. That's why the works are going. That's why death and destruction is going to have to come to this world in a big way, in the way of a purge. Let's get that.
But as brother was saying, man, we brought this out a while ago, man. A year or two back. But back then that scene is just speculation, man. But now these things are being revealed, man, to be official now. It's like they said, there's no smoke without fire, man. So all that speculation, or so-called speculation talk, man, that appears to be all truthful, man. You know, Jimmy Savile was a fucking big paedophile sex predator, man. Okay, dishing out boys and girls to his fellow celebrities, man. And like brother mentioned, man, he's close buddies with Prince Charles, man. Okay, so what about the royal family then? The so-called royal family. They're on it. They're in on it as well, man. In a big way.
They were best friends.
So you don't have to think hard to see how far this goes, man. All these so-called leaders, man, they're all on it, man. That's why you ain't nothing but a bunch of damn demons, man.
That's right. Let me just get the scripture.
But everyone on this planet, man, should know that the so-called white man ain't nothing but a fucking paedophile, man. He loves little boys, man.
Yep.
Okay? Everyone knows that. They don't like to talk about it, but they know that, man. And now it's just further evidence, man.
He's a devil. He's a devil, man. Right? And he's not who the world ignorantly knows as Jesus Christ. They didn't have nothing to do with the Lord. Okay? Who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ was a so-called black man. Ain't no white man ever going to even attempt to die for the whole world. Especially you fucking niggas, okay? The so-called white man is not concerned with you niggas' well-being. If he was to disappear tomorrow, it wouldn't matter. That's why they make all these futuristic movies and they won't put no black people in there. And they don't care. Yeah, like they had that program. They had a program called Fringe, And they had these people from the future, which was meant to be humans, evolved. And what were they? A bunch of bald white guys from the future. And then guess what? They weren't even no women no more. They would just make new ones from DNA. You know, that shows you how faggot the so-called white man is, man. It weren't even no women. But there weren't no black people. Because they're not concerned with you niggas, man.
And I don't know. And even when the white man, you know, does one of these movies where in the future he puts himself in slavery, man. You know, the movie that comes to mind is Planet of the Apes, man. You know,
Somehow.
it beats at monkeys,
Yeah,
not the black man, or you know, or the Israelites, or nothing like that, man. Beats a bunch of fucking monkeys, some shit, man. Because really, them monkeys portray us, man.
Yeah, that's how
We're
they
the
feel
future
about
rulers,
us, man.
man.
Which even that itself is a lie, because the white man, if anyone's a monkey, the so-called white man's a monkey, man.
That's right.
These motherfucking white people do all kind of madness. Full fucking body tattoos, cut their damn tongue into the shape of a fucking fork and shit. They do all kind of madness to themselves.
Eat shit. They do all kinds of shit.
Have
Ill
sex
shit,
with
man.
animals, man. Marry horses and shit. White man is the biggest heathen, but he's portraying himself to be something of a higher
Level being,
man. But he's not. He's a low life. Yeah. Second Ezra 16:1 it says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand." See, the Lord is getting ready, man. He's revealed, man, that the truth is out there, man. If you don't know that the so-called white man's the devil, do you know why you won't know that? Because you ain't been looking. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I first heard the so-called white man's the devil, I was like, okay, you know, I was a bit shaky on it. You know, you're gonna be a bit shaky on it. But you know what, man, it was easy for me to get, because I was in the process of looking up Illuminati anyway. I was like, yeah, these motherfuckers are evil. But the more you learn about this society and the so-called white man, the more you just
Convinced.
know this man is the damn devil. There is no other way. Everything that's wicked and evil, he's at the head of it, man. He's at the root. How messed up, as wicked and as evil as our people are, who raised them that way? The so-called white man raised them that way. He set them up like that. It says, "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?" Alex Jones ain't gonna quench it. You got a lot of you devils talking about Alex Jones should run for president and all. You still don't get it, man. You are a bunch of dummies, man. You devils still don't get it, do you? America, your whole kingdom, forget America. Your whole existence on this planet Earth is going down into hell. You're finished, man. There is no salvation. There is no better way to go back to. All that's happening now is all your wickedness is being revealed. What do they say? The chickens are coming home to roost. It's not that you've gone off. A lot of these devils seem to think that you was some righteous way and you went off. You was always devils, man. You were devils when you before you was in Europe. When you got to Europe, you were devils. When you came out of Europe into the Americas, you were devils, man. You weren't no good, hard-working. You were demons, man.
Well, here's the thing, man. They think they went off somewhere and they have to revert back. The only difference is you didn't care when you was prospering. And now you ain't prospering. Now at least it's fucking sucking you dry. Now you got issues now. Now there's something wrong with America. It's always been the same way. Just that at one point you was prospering out of all the wickedness you was doing.
You was always
And now
a
you
bunch of
ain't.
liars,
And now you're
man.
not gaining from the wickedness you're doing anymore, man.
America was always a bunch of liars. You was always backstabbers. The white man has always been a backstabbing demon. How do you think you amassed your empire, man? You've always been a bunch of lynchers. You killed, you murdered, you slaughtered the Native American Indians and took their land without no remorse, with no form of payback. You just wanted to forget about it. You had the Negroes in slavery, then you turned them from bond slaves to fucking wage slaves, man. And put them in a bunch of ghettos, man, and had them as a welfare case. Yeah? So we could be cheap labor whenever you want it. And your entertainment. So you could have someone to poke fun at, to look down on. That's worse off than you, so you can feel better about yourself. Went down into Latin America, pure devilry. Pure devilry, pure wickedness. All your different corporations, all your big corporations did nothing but wickedness throughout the earth. You want to go back? I'll issue a challenge to all you devils in America to give me the date in which America was righteous. I can give you the time Israel was righteous. I can give you the time periods. They're in the scriptures. You can't give me a time period where America is righteous, because you was never righteous, man. It's just now that wickedness is built up to a point. It's like a corpse. A corpse is dead. But there comes a point where you can't hide the corruption of that corpse. The worms, it's stinking, man.
And you're offended by it.
It's offensive, man. But that's America. You always was nothing but the walking dead. But just now, all the worms are showing, man. And it's offensive. The smell is offensive, man.
They should complain about ungodly father, man.
And now you complain.
That's how they're playing that song.
We need to get back to the Bill of Rights and what did the Bill of Rights Constitution mean when you was killing the Native American Indians, man? You pieces of shit. This is jumping the gun, but let me get this scripture real quick. It says, so shall righteousness hate iniquity when she decketh herself, and shall accuse her to her face. When he cometh, that shall defend him, that diligently searcheth out every sin upon the earth. The Lord's going to accuse you devils to your face, man. Beginning with us, and when the Lord comes, the Lord's going to fuck all you nations up. To your face, because you nations ain't right. Beginning with you so-called white people, and beginning with you so-called white people in America, man. You ain't right, man. You walking around going about how you was given some kind of promised land when you slaughtered the people of the Lord. All kind of injustice you've committed against the people of the Lord, man. When Jake do a crime and a white man do a crime, Jake are more likely to get the death penalty. Why? Jake are more likely to go to jail than get off with a warning. Why? Jake are more likely to get searched when you so-called white people are more likely to have contraband. Why? Because you're a bunch of fucking devils, man. Now that Obama's got in power, they're saying the place, America's even more racial now than it was before. And you're gonna tell me you wanna go back to something. Even in that movie MIB, when they wanted to send him back in time, the latest one, they wanted to send him back when Tommy Lee Jones was young. The guy warned him and said, look man, this ain't gonna be a good time for your people. I gotta warn you, that wasn't a good time for your people. But these devils wanna go back to that. Because that's when they had the white picket fence, the car, the dog, and the government wasn't on their ass. The government was just on Jake. The police weren't stopping Edomites and sticking their fingers up the Edomite woman's vagina, man. You know?
I mean, the scriptures also tells you they're not in trouble as other men.
They weren't in trouble as other men.
You know?
But now they're getting in trouble. Now they're getting brutally beaten up by the police. Now it's a police state. Oh, there's police brutality. Oh, the police are out of order. They've been doing that to us since we got over to America, man.
That's right.
You didn't have a complaint then.
Niggas always deserved it, man, in your eyes, man.
That's why why you so-called white people are nothing but pieces of shit. But we can't blame you because it's not your job to restore the nation of Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, our power is going to restore us because you're not our God.
That's right.
Okay? So we ain't really looking for you to restore our people anyway. We just want to put our foot square up your ass, man. Simple as that. But don't be looking for salvation, man. Talking about Ron Paul for 2. You thinking about the next election. Listen, America might not make it to the next election, man. And ain't you fucking learned yet? How many elections are you gonna have where the policy remains the same till you're gonna wake up and realize that you've been on a boat and you ain't driving, man? Your elite are ruling your society because that's who the Most High put in power. See, the Lord sets up kings, man, over a society, man. Every society has their dukes, their kings that the Lord sets up. Israel has their leaders, man. Israel had their kings. Elam had their kings. You so-called white people, you got your kings. That's your kings are the heads of the so-called Jews. And you've been on their ride. You're talking about how the bankers hijacked America. The bankers set up America. That was their project. The New World Order was to be established through America. It wasn't for you to go over there and fucking have a white picket fence. That just became part of it. Because they needed you to be in a comfortable position so you can build America up, but being over these niggas.
So I was just thinking, right, with an analogy, right? It's like you're on a boat, man. You're along for the ride, right? Obviously, you got the shipmasters who drive the boats and things like that. It's their boat because they're one coordinating it, taking it on the path.
They own the boat.
They own the boat. They're taking it where it's going. Okay, but then you go on a cruise liner. You got the manager that manages the affairs on the boats and think. So you can tap this guy thinking, oh, this guy's the manager, and so you're like, okay, we listen to this guy, but he's not the one running the boat. He's running you.
And you ain't running the boat. Even if he knows who the manager is, he's still the destination of that boat is gonna remain the same.
Yep.
He ain't gonna I know the boat's supposed to be going to Jamaica, but we're gonna go to America instead. You can't change that, man. You Americans have never been in control of the direction of America. You understand? So nothing voting is irrelevant.
Waste of time, man.
How many times are you gonna vote in a president and the policies remain the same?
You might as well vote for the one you hate.
You might as well not vote. The only thing you devils can do is liquidate all your assets that you got left, move to where your money's worth the most, and drink pina coladas and get your dick sucked all day. That's the only thing you could do because you're going down. There's no going back. That's the beautiful thing about time. Time don't wait for nobody. There's no going back. So Alex Jones, you're wasting your time. You hoping that if America could turn around and that you can go down as being a hero, man. Alex Jones, we know you, man. You want to go down as a hero. But you're not going to go down as a hero. You're just going to go down. You're going to go down with America.
Stay down.
9/11 truth and all that. Man, you're just there to... You're not going to save America with all that. You're helping to destroy America. Right? It says... A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? That's why the Russians, they're up to battle readiness. They ain't gonna go back from that now. Look, man, it ain't gonna go back, man. The Russians are not gonna go back to being friendly with you. That time in prophecy has happened already. When they were docile. The Lord had already done put the hook in the mouth. It's not written that the hook is gonna come out.
So this is the thing, right? Really, back in the Cold War, man, people were shook. People were worried about what Russia was gonna do. Okay, but here it is. It's the same situation now. Russia's battle ready, man. We're in a Cold War. But only because there's translation which is not harsh. There's no harsh communication that's going on back and forth. In the TV, it's all nice
you know
nice
what it
shit.
is? The media are not pushing it as a crisis. And if the media don't push it as a crisis, you peons out there don't recognize it as a crisis. If the TV don't tell you to be worried about something, you're not gonna be worried. Because you people are a bunch of fucking peons, man. There could be all the shops could run out of food today. If the media didn't tell you, you wouldn't know until your ass got hurt. Even it might be there like written, but if they don't push it like, oh my god, look, you ain't go, oh, okay, then, alright. Because as far as you're concerned, okay, then someone must be doing something about it.
Because fear breeds fear, man. So, you know, if they were scared and, you know, frightened on the TV and shit, that makes you scared.
Just like this whole terrorist thing. These people have bugged out their mind over terrorism. When's the last time you've witnessed a terrorism attack occur? It doesn't occur. But they hype it on the TV all the time and people get hype about it. They think terrorism is a major threat to them. You got more threat of getting in the car and running into a damn fucking bus somewhere. Or a train. There's more trains fucking crashed than anything else, man.
Yeah, flying off the rails and shit.
Well, you don't worry about going onto a train because the TV... Now, if the TV started telling you to worry about going on the train, you're going to see how train receipts start going down. People start avoiding going on the train. Oh, wait, you're not going on the train. On the news, they were talking about, you know, increased...
Our infrastructure is F. We're fucked.
But you could have a train crash every day, and as long as the media just, you know, just report it and leave it,
it's like normal, yeah.
People will just get on trains as normal. Because you're a bunch of sheep. Pretty much goats. Ezekiel 38:4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So Russia's getting battle ready. That's why they sent 2 destroyers over there to Cuba, man. They're moving their pieces on the chessboard, and they ain't gonna go backward now. Don't look for it to go back. Don't look for them to become friendly, man. This is it. We're at the end of this thing, man.
I mean, that treaty's already failed, man. You know, that start, stop, or whatever the thing was called.
Fell, yeah.
Yeah, that's already done, man.
But 14th Street is like, he thinks we're gonna be here for the next 20 years, man. Because he's not a watchman. Secondly, that's why Nate has got a building fund and all this kind of stuff. But man, this thing ain't about no fucking building fund. The scriptures here, we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come, man. We just push this word. We ain't got to all gather together in a damn school. Right? Everyone has internet, man. Just teach. What do the elders do? The elders teach and we all see it, man. Together. In our own time. The elders don't need to take money from all of us and build no damn fucking stadium so we can all be there with our wives and our children running around making noise so we can... That's not efficient right now. It's all about getting this word out efficient. The reason why you want to build a building and all that, because that's what you people are temporal, man. You're carnal.
You want to be seen.
You want to build something now. 2 Ezra 16:8. It says, a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Yeah, there's a fire among your financial system. Like a virus. Your financial system, man, you talk to them guys that are in the know, they saying, look, this thing could go any moment, man. They're looking for this thing to go down by October. That's what all the analysts are saying. They're all saying, look, 3 months, 6 months, from about 2 months ago. They're saying, look, man, you're looking at the derivatives market and all that, this thing's ready to go belly up.
It's unstable.
Because there was only so long they could have kept it going. It's unstable, man. Anything, it's fickle.
At the moment, they're just riding a wave. But that wave's got to come crashing down, man. It has to come.
Put it this way, man. They're on the edge. They're on a knife edge. When a man's on a knife edge, the smallest touch, either side, they're going over. They're on balance. They ain't got no sure foundation. The markets, anything could happen and just send them markets crashing. Them markets are vulnerable. the fire. That's part of the fire that the Lord has sent among you, man. And ain't nothing you can do. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? So you people believing that America can make a turn back, Britain can make a turn back, you got the green shoots of recovery. Look, man, the Lord have shot the arrows at this empire, man, and there's only one way for this empire to go. You ain't gonna turn back those arrows that the Lord have set. You see how the euro is going downhill. Japan, all these different nations, they're going down. Worldwide recession. It's not gonna come back again.
No other empire or kingdom has succeeded to turn back the arrows of the Most High, man. It's never happened.
The Lord has sent them arrows, man. You ain't turning them back. He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, which you see in that. Mad earthquakes happening all over the earth. The sea arises up with waves from the deep. That's the different tsunamis that have occurred. Okay? And the waves of it are troubled, the fishes thereof also, because the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they began to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. So the Lord ain't gonna stop until America is destroyed, man, with thermonuclear fire, man. And that's where America's heading, and there ain't nothing to say that it's turning back from that. It's just going more forward. Look, man, Russia, man, they fucking straight disrespected America to the whole world and showed that America's no longer that power no more. They straight up disrespected America, man, because America told them they want Snowden. They even trying to say if they give them Snowden, they're gonna give them favors and all. Look, man, Russia said fuck you, and on top of that, they're giving this man asylum now, and they're offering him a job. And they didn't even tell America before, so that they can kind of do some PR stunt,
negotiation shit,
and you know, save face. They straight just announced it. Then when they announced it to the world, that's when America found out. And the whole world's looking at that going, shit, man, America, man, are punks. This Obama's a punk, man. See, Russia ain't that country that you want to bully. Now in Egypt, the people down there are chanting out with Obama, in with Putin. So Russia, they got their secret agencies around the world talking to different leaders and making different movements occur, and you got.
I know, I was just thinking about that. They're saying in with Putin, right? Because notoriously Americans don't like Russians because of everything that happened in the past and whatever. They don't like Putin, but they always see that Obama is nothing but a damn demon. But they all support Snowden because they're about the WikiLeaks, the whistleblowing and all that. They're about that, but Obama's not about that. He's about prosecuting them and putting them in prison and killing them and blowing up and shit. But now Putin is like a good guy to them. Putin's starting to look like a good guy to the Americans, man, because he's trying to stand up for truth, you know. Whereas Obama and the American lobbyists and shit, they're not about that. That's why, you know, they're starting to hate Obama, man. You know, so it's just funny that you said that, man.
Everything's changing now. America's starting to look like the big bad bully.
Yep.
That they are. They're looking like the bad guy. Not saying Russia, you know, no pinnacle of righteousness, but now Russia's looking like the good side. Because they don't treat their enemy, their allies, as bad as America treats their allies, man. America's the ultimate demonic country, man. The head of the head of the serpent, man. It says, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The powers is talking about the different politicians and that, because it's going to get sticky. There's going to be assassinations, missiles being dropped, and it ain't nothing for a politician to get killed nowadays. Gaddafi knows that. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Okay, the reason why these things are gonna happen is for amendment, because the world has to pay for its crimes, man, against the Most High and against the nation, the elect of Israel, the nation of Israel. Yeah, that's the crimes they have to pay for. All you nations, the Lord got a controversy with you because of Zion. Okay? It's good, man. Gooks have got a funny spirit, man.